1986, a comprehensive analysis. Introduction. The National Policy on Education, NPE, 1986, was a pivotal document that laid the foundation for educational reforms in India. Enacted during the Rajiv Gandhi government, it aimed to revitalize and modernize the country's education system, making it more relevant to the needs of a rapidly developing nation. The NPE sought to address a range of challenges, including low enrollment rates, poor quality of education, and a lack of relevance to the changing economic landscape. Key objectives of the NPE, 1986. The NPE, 1986, articulated several key objectives. Universalization of education. The policy aimed to make education accessible to all children, regardless of their socioeconomic background. It emphasized the importance of universal elementary education and the need to reduce dropout rates. Improvement of quality. The NPE sought to enhance the quality of education at all levels, from primary to higher education. This included improving teacher training, curriculum development, and infrastructure. Relevance to national development. The policy aimed to make the education system more relevant to India's economic and social development. It emphasized the need for vocational education, technical training, and research. Social justice. The NPE sought to promote social justice through education. It emphasized the need to provide equal educational opportunities for all, regardless of gender, caste, or religion. Cultural heritage. The policy aimed to preserve and promote India's cultural heritage through education. It emphasized the importance of teaching Indian languages and history. Major provisions of the NPE, 1986. The NPE, 1986, introduced several significant provisions to achieve its objectives. Universalization of elementary education. The policy aimed to achieve universal elementary education by 1990. It emphasized the importance of providing free and compulsory education to all children aged 6 to 14. Improvement of primary education. The policy focused on improving the quality of primary education through measures such as teacher training, curriculum development, and the provision of adequate infrastructure. Vocationalization of education. The policy emphasized the importance of vocational education at the secondary level to prepare students for employment. Open university and distance learning. The policy promoted the establishment of open universities and distance education programs to provide access to higher education for a wider range of students. Teacher education. The policy aimed to improve the quality of teacher education through measures such as revised curriculum and improved training facilities. Educational research. The policy emphasized the importance of educational research to inform policy decisions and improve teaching and learning. Impact of the NPE, 1986. The NPE, 1986, had a significant impact on India's education system. Some of the key achievements of the policy include: increased enrollment. The policy led to a substantial increase in school enrollment rates, particularly at the primary level. Improved quality of education. The policy contributed to improvements in the quality of education through measures such as teacher training and curriculum development. Expansion of higher education. The policy led to the expansion of higher education opportunities through the establishment of new universities and colleges. Promotion of social justice. The policy helped to promote social justice in education by providing equal opportunities for all students. Challenges and criticisms. Despite its achievements, the NPE, 1986, faced several challenges and criticisms. Implementation gaps. The policy faced implementation challenges due to lack of resources, inadequate infrastructure, and resistance from some stakeholders. Quality concerns. Despite improvements, the quality of education remained a concern in many parts of India. Relevance to the changing world. The policy faced criticism for not being sufficiently responsive to the changing needs of the 21st century. The NPE, 1986, a legacy. The NPE, 1986, remains a significant milestone in India's educational history. While it faced challenges and limitations, it provided a framework for educational reform that has had a lasting impact on the country's education system. The policy's emphasis on universalization, quality, and relevance to national development continues to guide educational policymaking in India. A detailed analysis of key provisions. Universalization of elementary education. The NPE, 1986, set ambitious goals for universalizing elementary education. It aimed to achieve 100% enrollment in primary schools by 1990 and 80% retention up to Class 8 by 1995. To achieve these goals, the policy emphasized the need for free and compulsory education. The policy mandated free and compulsory education for all children aged 6 to 14. Establishment of new schools. The government established new schools, particularly in rural areas, to increase access to education. Teacher recruitment and training. The policy focused on recruiting and training qualified teachers to meet the increased demand for education. Midday meal scheme. The government introduced the midday meal scheme to provide nutritious meals to school children, which helped to improve attendance and retention rates. NPE, 1986, recognized the importance of improving the quality of primary education. It focused on several key areas. Curriculum reform. The policy introduced a new curriculum for primary education that emphasized child-centered learning, language development, and problem-solving skills. Teacher training. The policy aimed to improve the quality of teacher training through the establishment of new teacher training institutions and the introduction of revised curricula. Textbook development. The policy emphasized the need for high-quality textbooks and teaching materials. Infrastructure development. The policy aimed to improve the infrastructure of primary schools, including classrooms, laboratories, and libraries. Vocationalization of education. The NPE, 1986, emphasized the importance of vocational education at the secondary level to prepare students for employment. It aimed to expand vocational education. The policy aimed to expand vocational education programs, both in government and private schools. Link vocational education to employment. The policy sought to link vocational education programs to employment opportunities through partnerships with industries and businesses. Improve the quality of vocational education. The policy aimed to improve the quality of vocational education through measures such as curriculum development and teacher training. Open university and distance learning. The NPE, 1986, recognized the importance of providing access to higher education for a wider range of students. It promoted the establishment of open universities and distance education programs. Open universities. The policy encouraged the establishment of open universities to provide flexible and accessible higher education opportunities. Distance education programs. The policy promoted the development of distance education programs to reach students in remote areas. Quality assurance. The policy emphasized the need for quality assurance in open and distance education programs. Teacher education. The NPE, 1986, aimed to improve the quality of teacher education through revised curriculum. The policy introduced a revised curriculum for teacher education programs to focus on pedagogical skills, subject knowledge, and professional ethics. Improved training facilities. The policy aimed to improve the infrastructure and facilities of teacher training institutions. In-service training. The policy emphasized the importance of in-service training for teachers to keep them updated with the latest developments in education. Educational research. The NPE, 1986, recognized the importance of educational research to inform policy decisions and improve teaching and learning. It aimed to establish research centers. The policy promoted the establishment of educational research centers to conduct research on various aspects of education. Encourage research. The policy encouraged educational research through funding and support. Disseminate research findings. The policy emphasized the importance of disseminating research findings to policymakers and educators. Conclusion. The national policy on education,